This just isn't a home. It's about legacy. We're talking about 5 bedrooms, 5 full bathrooms, 3 half baths in one of the hottest neighborhoods in all of Austin. Let's go check it out. So excited to have you back on the channel today, and I thank you so much for taking the time. This is Santa Rita Ranch. Award-winning amenities, luxury living with this oversized 90-foot home site. This is a Highland Homes that you've been waiting for. This is a phenomenal floor plan. In today's video, we're gonna get a really good deep dive look at the Palermo Plan. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, 5 bedrooms, believe it or not. 5 full bathrooms, and that's not enough right there. 3 half baths and a 4-car garage. But it only looks from the exterior like you have a 3-car garage. You're gonna see some interesting and creative design in this home. But as soon as we walk up to the home, first and foremost, what I always like to point out is curb appeal. Highland Homes has done a phenomenal job in this section of really enhanced curb appeal. And you're gonna see in this video, and stay tuned till the end when we really look at the backyard, where you're gonna see something that I don't see very often. A lot of builders do, and that's enhanced curb appeal. Love these pavers. These are not just small pavers, ladies and gentlemen. You have your footer and pavers that are laid really nicely, thick, hardy ones, beautiful agave, a lot of just hardy, good landscape that's gonna be here for many, many years to come. As soon as we come up to the home, beautiful Oklahoma stone right here on the elevation, all the way to the top. All the colors mesh so well, and it creates such an experience because right when you come up, you have these beautiful double 8-foot iron doors. So we're gonna get a really good look at this home today and every aspect of this home. As I mentioned, this property, so many bedrooms, so many bathrooms, but the thing is, in a footprint of a home that's 4,511 square feet. I mean, well over 4,500 square feet. And in this home, it just feels, honestly, even so much larger. So stay tuned. We're gonna look at every aspect of this home, and I'm gonna be able to share with you a very unique perspective because I myself have built a Highland home that I've lived in for the last 15 years. So I have a really good experience in telling you all the aspects of my experience when I built the home and me living there for 15 years. So I want to share all these things with you, and I want to share this amazing newer plan built by an amazing company based out of Dallas, Texas. But as you know, everything always starts right here in the kitchen. But when you have a home like this, where the kitchen, the dining, the family room kind of all integrate in one, or it feels like one large, amazing open space when we see these cathedral ceilings, and I love the exposed beams. I mean, it just makes such a presence in this Palermo Plan. This right here is phenomenal. I'm gonna stand just so we can look in these different angles of how this home is laid out and the tremendous amount of space and wow factor. As soon as you walk into this home, it just exudes luxury, elegance, and honestly, family legacy. So this particular home, as soon as you come in, and I want to show you this angle before I move any longer, is I love the width of this foyer. As you come in, we have that 2-story foyer, the width of this hallway, and what we passed up was a bedroom that you're going to see, an office, a media room. There's so many things in this floor plan that I like, and so many of my clients are telling me these are the things that I wish I did when I built my home X amount of years ago with my move-up buyers or families that are just looking for more space. This right here is a phenomenal floor plan. So as we come up into the kitchen, just take a look at all the cabinetry. With these beautiful white oak floors, you have this little bit darker tinge, if you will, of honey wheat color. And I love the detail within the 3 posts that we see within the center island and the vertical trim, the base. I'm gonna take a lower video here, a lower angle, just so you can get a sheer opportunity to see all the beautiful details within this home. But this kitchen is just phenomenal. You have such a beautiful, oversized center island right here, and it makes such a presence in this kitchen. And as you see at the end caps of this kitchen, you have cabinetry that's functional. You know, it's a great place for storage. And speaking of storage, you know, you can look at this kitchen and be like, you know what? There are tons of cabinets, absolutely tons of cabinets in every aspect. One of the things I'd like to mention is one of the new codes that passed in our area was we are not allowed to have electrical outlets any longer on the end caps. So on the ends of the islands, if you will. So for illustration purposes, I wanted to show you, this is what the solution that you're seeing in a lot of new home construction is. They are putting these pop-ups where basically they are flush to the counter. However, when you push and depress it, it pops right up and you have a receptacle on both sides. So obviously when you're cooking, when you're watching that favorite recipe of yours, you won't have an issue. We still have plenty of power and plenty of resources to use while we're doing those things. But I love this kitchen from a design standpoint. So many folks are sometimes changing the color to make it stand out in the center island, making it different than what you see in the bottom cabinets or the upper cabinets. But as you see in this home, when you put everything all in one, it's not a bad look. It's a beautiful, elegant, homogeneous look, if you will. So you have really, really beautiful cabinetry. We have a really nice, expansive island here. And I love this Blanco sink with the appliances that we have in this home are GE monogram, double ovens, microwave. You know, we have these 42-inch uppers right here. And then above that, we have the puck lights and those glass inserts. You know, just so many things that we would need to keep in this home because you have so many amazing design elements of this property. Love this kitchen. This is a beautiful kitchen. And, you know, when I built my Highland home 15 years ago, that's when I used to see a lot of these planning areas or planning centers, if you will, come about. And at the time, I didn't quite really understand that why was this such a feature that was being really implemented 15 years ago. That and a mudroom I was seeing so often. And as I see more and more homes through all these years getting built, I see the importance of having this right here. And it's so great because this dining area is such a large, expansive dining area. And I love what they've done here because we have, in essence, what could be a china cabinet or an opening to your left. But we also have an area here where you can put a large table. You could have a circular table in diameter or a large square or rectangle table. And it's just really nice to have such a beautiful, large space like this. Very, very beautiful. I would love to know your comments on what you think about the kitchen and the dining area space. As we move down this hallway, to the left first, you have your pantry. You know on the channel how big I am on pantries. This is a phenomenal sized pantry and an appropriate sized pantry for this home. It just keeps kind of going. I'm going to close this door around the corner right here. Really, really nice size. In here, we're going to see the garage, but straight ahead, you have your utility room and then a mud area. And this utility room is a great size. What I like about it, obviously washer and dryer, we have more cabinetry, a sink, I think very good, useful, and logical counter space, and an area for a fridge. Yes, I would have loved to see as an extra fridge, just to have a water line in this home, just so we can have an ice maker. But they opted not to do it, but that's not a problem. But I wanted to show you, we have a mud area here. One of the things that I've seen in other homes that they've built is they add a receptacle, a power source. I think that's the only small miss I see here. Would have loved to see that. So I'm seeing so many of our kids that are needing a place to charge their computers and things like that daily. So that mud area is just absolutely essential to have a plug. Ladies and gentlemen, take a look at this garage. A phenomenal utilization of space. As I showed you earlier in the video, from the outside, what looks like a 3-car garage, it's really a 4-car garage. And it's very unique because you come into this first bay and you have a 2-car, but then this one right here that I'm standing in is a tandem. So for all the folks who have large vehicles, SUVs, pickup trucks, what a great solution and a creative way to utilize space that they've done here, because in this center bay, easily a 2500, a 3500 pickup truck can easily fit. Or even if you have a trailer and a vehicle, or just want to store your trailer, what an amazing place to do that at. Because as you know, in so many communities that have an HOA, we can't have it outside. So as long as it fits inside, you're able to do that. To the left bay right here, you have our tankless water heaters. We have irrigation front and back in this home. And to the right of the home, or to the right of this wall, excuse me, on the right of your screen, you have your water softener loop and whole home cutoff. So I really like that. I also see that it's wired to have a 240, so for electrical charging. So that's really good. They've thought of so many different aspects for us within this home, so that makes it that much easier. I wanted to show you just one time before we head to the primary bedroom. This vantage point is absolutely stunning. Love all the transom windows and all the light this emits. I can't wait till later in the video when I get this opportunity to show you the incredible backyard and some of the amazing landscape that I mentioned that they've done. You're gonna see it first and foremost. But as soon as you come into this beautiful and expansive, large primary bedroom, just take a look at your own personal reading nook, if you will, or sitting area, anything you desire. I love that they've done this in this plan. They did this structural upgrade where they pushed the wall out and made the room even larger. So I'm gonna stand in from this vantage point just so you get a really good idea, corner to corner, just the sheer size of this room. Really, really something. Very, very impressed with this property and this plan. As you come in to the amazing spa-like primary bath, take a look at this right here. Love the honey wheat cabinetry, how the functional counter space kind of is at one level and then lower for the makeup area, and then right back up top for the secondary one, and these 3 frame mirrors with the sconces. It just exudes an elegance and a class that really is beautiful. You have a tray ceiling within this primary bath and plenty of utilization of can lights. So it really feels nice and well lit. And look at the details. As you have this beautiful freestanding tub, take a look at what's above the tub. You know, you have that border outline, if you will, of the quartz. So it's so elegant and so classy to me on how this looks. Very, very beautiful. Love all the design they've done in this bathroom. Within the mud set, we have a herringbone lay, 12 by 24 tile, where they've stacked it horizontally. Area for a soap niche, and that's, you know, we're gonna see if, did they give us another one in here? Hopefully they did, and yes, they did. So I'm very happy and glad about that. We have 3 shower heads, a center range shower head, and 1 on each wall. So that's really, really nice. And I love the Schluter edges they did within the windows and right here within the soap niche. Because as we know, these soap niches sometimes are getting so important, because when you try to buy that Costco Pantene bottle of shampoo and conditioner, you need to have at least something this size for it to fit. But even this, from a width standpoint, is awesome. However, from a height standpoint, I think it's a miss, because I don't think it'll be enough. So nonetheless, wanted to show you that. As you walk into the closet, really nice, good sized closet. Depending on the plan, if you build from scratch, there are certain plans, I'm gonna close this door behind me, that you can build and you can have, obviously, the closet go into the utility room. There's a plan that one of my clients have built called the Verona plan, and in that plan, that's what they opted to do. So I wanted to show you that, and that's one of the great things about building, obviously, right? There are certain things you can customize and certain things you can do within the plan that really meet your needs. Wanted to show you this vantage point of the primary bath as well before we move on to the front of the home, where in the front of the home, you're gonna see a media room, an office, and having that ever important bedroom downstairs. So as we come up, and I can't wait to show you that Juliet balcony, that everything that's upstairs, because in this home, there is just so much space. So before I go any further, to the left, you have your one of 3 powder rooms in this home. So first, you have this powder room right here. Really simple, but really nice. Great size powder room, as obviously this one might be your most highest traffic area powder room within your home, because right across from there, you have your amazing entertaining area in this home. You have your media room, yes, downstairs. I love that. I wish 15 years ago I had that foresight and I had that in my head of wanting to build a media room downstairs. I would have had so much utilization from that. So everything in here they've done for us, it's really, really great. I see plugs that have USB and USB-C already within the plug. So that's wonderful. It's a blocked and wired for surround sound and a projector. And they have a dark color in here. Everything is ready to go for us. I'm very happy to see that. So that's a phenomenal, phenomenal thing within this home. Take a look at this detail. Before we go into the office, I wanted to make sure I really put it on camera so you get a good idea of just all the detail within the sheetrock, the walls that they've done here. It is something really, really special and really elegant in this floor plan. So far, I'd love to know what you think of this Palermo plan. I mean, this it's one of those tough words for me to say this morning. Palermo plan. I'm gonna get it right here. I'm gonna get it right. This is a really good office, really good size. And before we go upstairs, we're gonna look at this other bedroom, but I love having this little area right here. What would you do with that area? I had some thoughts about it, but I really think it's creative and it's unique, and I would love to see what you think. Right when you come in, this was that hallway I was mentioning where you have a bedroom down. So, so many of my clients, they might have parents that stay with them, family that comes visit. It is just really, really nice to have a bedroom down that has its own private bathroom as well. Really good size as well within this room. This room, from a furniture orientation standpoint, you can really get creative on the type of bed you would want in this. But take a look at this bathroom right here. Really nice bathroom, 12 by 24 tile on the floor. We got mud set within the shower, and then beautiful, this hunter green kind of glass mosaic look, if you will, all the way to the ceiling. Please, if you can, for me, do me a favor. When you build your house, please, utilization of that tile all the way to the ceiling. It makes such a difference from a design standpoint and just how large the bathroom truly feels. Really, really nice. As we come into the bathroom, you're gonna notice a really nice walk-in closet here. And that's one of the things that Highland Homes does a really good job of. They do many great things, but Highland Homes does a phenomenal job of kitchens and spaces within the home. So you're gonna notice, when I mean spaces, as we go upstairs here, you're gonna notice a tremendous amount of space within these bedrooms, and every bedroom having its own walk-in closet and bathroom is such a beautiful, nice aspect of this floor plan. So now that we saw it from down up, I wanted to show you from up, if you will, down of this space. As you walk into the property, into that foyer, just take a look at this right here. And I'm gonna kind of do a quick, small, slow, if you will, a little spin. This way I can show you the beautiful landing into this flex space, game room, if you will. Really, really nice. What a tremendous utilization of space and natural light. Love these windows to the right here. And even here, we have cathedral ceilings because, you know, in a home like this, when I'm talking about legacy and I'm talking about beauty, you know, you have to have spaces like this. You have to have amazing large spaces where you can feel this home is just grand in every single way. Case in point, take a look at the vantage point from this Juliet balcony. As I mentioned earlier, when you look at every aspect of the home, from the kitchen to that dining area, you know, you have multiple areas where you can have a dining area to the right, a dining area right here in the center, and then your family room. So there are so many things you can do within this plan and creatively utilize the space. You don't have to have two dining areas right there, obviously, but one can be an area that you can utilize for anything you'd like, and the other can be the dining area. So it's very, very nice. This home, as you've seen so far in this tour, I mean, it just feels so much larger than the 4,500 square feet that it is. As I walk this way now, I want to show you up here, you have so much space. You have another powder room. You have 3 bedrooms, 3 full bathrooms within this space. There's a bedroom straight on the center of your screen, another bedroom down that hallway at the center of your screen now, and then another bedroom to the right here, now to the center of your screen all the way down. So it's really unique because within this space upstairs, they've kind of separated these bedrooms, if you will, to kind of have their own look and feel and all have their own space. So if you're a large family, no one's gonna feel like, hey, you know what? They're hearing my conversation. I can't talk to my significant other, whatever. You know, I got kids in high school and you know, these are the kind of things I'm always finding out things secondhand, but it's just funny. I wanted to just share that with you. This right here is a vantage point from this window outside from this room, but a really beautiful sized room. I'm gonna stand here in the corner. You have a really nice walk-in closet. Because of the exterior elevation, it has a really nice window that I'll show you here shortly. And then obviously your own bathroom. We're gonna look at it. But take a look at this walk-in closet, a real, true walk-in closet. This is amazing. And I love this window right here to the right. Really pretty. It's almost like a reading nook window, if you will. Has a window seat and everything. Really, really pretty. And then all these bathrooms in this home are elegantly appointed just like this. Tile all the way to the ceiling. And you know, when you don't have ceiling height, like you just saw downstairs, a bathroom that had ceiling height in that secondary bedroom downstairs, how big it feels. But picture this, if this tile wasn't all the way to the ceiling, if it's kind of stopped at that shower head, it would feel much smaller. So even in a room like this, the length of this bathroom is really nice, but having just that simple tile all the way to the top, it almost adds like an optical illusion, if you will, making the space feel that much larger. Love that window in this room. And then obviously straight ahead, we have the powder room upstairs and additional storage to your left right here. So there's just plenty of space within this floor plan. This home just feels so much larger. And speaking of larger, this secondary room upstairs right here really impresses me, because as you see from the door jamb, this would be the entrance of the room. Then you have a bathroom immediately to your left. Then you have a closet right here to your left that you're gonna see, and then the room. So it just feels literally like its own suite upstairs here. I mean, this is a beautiful, elegantly appointed home to the northwest corner of this home. That's where we are standing right here. It's an amazing community, a growing community. This is one of the hottest communities in all of Austin, located right here in Liberty Hill. This is Santa Rita Ranch. And this developer, let me tell you, they have spent over $80 million, believe it or not, in countless amenity centers. And these are like resort style amenity centers without having to pay the resort fees, if you will. You know, living in Round Rock, there's a Kalahari resort, and they charge day passes to go there. And when you have that type of resort within your community, and you know what? If one resort's full, they have 4 or 5, and they're building more of these beautiful amenity centers. I just think it's amazing that you don't have to leave home. Everything's right here. You got a brand new HEB literally down the street. They got everything from a gas station there to making tacos within the gas station to a barbecue restaurant. It is a, you know, amazing, absolutely amazing HEB. So this right here is a phenomenal floor plan that I am so impressed with. Really nice bedroom up here, and just like we saw in the other ones, has an ensuite bath, but this ensuite bath, you walk into it, if you will, and really good size. Take a look at this right here. I'm gonna stand within the closet. This way you get a really good idea just of the sheer space of this bathroom right here. Really nice picket tile they selected, very pretty. And then I'm gonna spin the camera around, and that was the closet, a walk-in closet within the bathroom. Really, really pretty, and really good functional counter space within this secondary bath. So as you can see in this home, I wasn't kidding when I told you, this home feels so much larger than the 4,511 square feet that it is. This Palermo Plan, or one day I'm gonna be able to say it right, Palermo Plan. I'm gonna figure out how to say that word. But this right here, now my favorite part, the backyard. I cannot wait to show you this. Love this backyard. Within this 90-foot section of Santa Rita Ranch, Highland Homes did a phenomenal job of this outdoor living space with the same pavers you saw as you walk up to the property, and then an expansive outdoor living area with beautiful ceiling height. You got everything out here for as many can lights as you need, blocked and wired for a ceiling fan. You got a gas line stub out for your barbecue grill. Would have loved to see a rough-in for a sink, but everything you would need is right here. And if just for good measure, as I mentioned earlier, you know, I said, hey, there are 3 powder rooms, 1 upstairs, 1 inside the home downstairs, and then for that future pool, ladies and gentlemen, you got your pool bath. Or you got a bathroom right out here when you're barbecuing and you don't want anybody to go inside. You got plenty of space. Plenty of space. But what I love about this backyard is they've done a phenomenal job with landscape. I love magnolia trees, and so many of my clients love magnolia trees. You know, the beautiful white clusters of the smell and the scents that we get in the spring. And the best thing about these trees, obviously they don't lose their leaves. These are beautiful magnolia trees. So you have a 6-foot fence to the left and right of this property, and you have an 8-foot fence separating us and the homes behind us. And there's a karst area, if you will, of about, let's just say 25 yards for the sake of talking, that nothing can be built. So you got plenty of space, but then you're gonna have these trees as they grow out, and you got double knockout rows to the right and the left of here. That's really gonna fill this space up and give you a lot of privacy, because in the future, if you ever were to build that pool, then you got your own personal oasis and no one's gonna see anything or hear anything. You got your own space, because when you spend this kind of money, you want to ensure you have an opportunity to rest and relax after a long day's work. So this backyard is really something special. And I'm very, very impressed with this property. This right here is a phenomenal home. As I mentioned, 5 bedrooms, 5 full bathrooms, and as you saw, 3 powder rooms, 4-car garage on a 90-foot wide lot with beautiful spaces just like this. If you'd like to see this home in person, please feel free to reach out to me. I will gladly share everything I can with you about Highland Homes, my personal experience living in a Highland home for all these years, how my experience was in building it, and all the things that I learned throughout the years of working in real estate. I would love to share these things with you. If you have any questions at all about this floor plan, this community, feel free to reach out to me. I look forward to bringing you the next video here on the channel. I hope that this video brought you some great value, and I look forward to showing you the next video here very soon. Hope you have a wonderful day, and thank you so much.